Buenas and half a day, everyone. The Committee on Rules hereby calls this virtual meeting to order. For the record, today is Wednesday, February 9th, 2022, and the time now is 3:03 p.m. Some housekeeping rules for all of us. The host of this hearing will mute all participants until called upon by the chair. When called upon to speak, please ensure that you are unmuted and that you are speaking into the microphone. Members of the committee wishing to speak may indicate their desire to the chair through the in-app chat feature. During a vote on a motion, members of the committee shall show a raise of hands to confirm their vote. In the event of an objection to a motion, committee members shall voice their objection to the chair. The Committee on Rules director shall then take roll call. All members must abide by all rules of conduct and quality assurance standards. Please use a desktop or laptop computer with a webcam and microphone built in. Broadcast from a quiet room with little to no interruptions. Broadcast from a room with adequate lighting so we can see your face. Ensure that your face is visible at all time. Wear proper attire. Use only respectful and professional language and conduct. And please do not use a virtual background during the duration of the meeting. Any member wishing to pose questions to the clerk, the legal bureau, or the Committee on Rules staff shall request the chair for a recess. The meeting will go off live stream as discussed with MIS. Committee on Rules Director, Ms. Mary Maravilla, please take roll call.
Chairperson Vice Speaker Barnes. Vice Chair Legislative Secretary Shelton.
Half a day.
Speaker Terlahi. Senator Nelson. Senator San Augustine.
Gagizu.
Senator Rajel.
Here.
Senator Terlahi.
Gaya.
Senator Perez.
Gagizu.
Senator Blas.
Half day, Gaya.
Senator Torres.
Gagizu.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much, Madam Director. Does the chair hear a motion to excuse members not present?
So moved.
It has been moved by Senator Mary Camacho Torres and seconded by Senator Joe San Augustine. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Does the chair hear a motion to ratify the core meeting minutes from January 11th, 2022, which can be found in the Google Drive folder for this meeting entitled 01 Meeting Minutes?
So moved, subject to corrections.
Second.
Thank you very much. It has been moved by Senator Mary Camacho Torres, seconded by Senator Joe San Augustine, subject to corrections to ratify the core meeting minutes from January 11th, 2022. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Thank you very much. I'll now provide my legislative secretary report. The legislative secretary report to date is as follows. Appointments by the governor. There are 101 appointments submitted by Governor Lulian Guerrero to date. One appointment was confirmed during the February 2021 session, 14 appointments confirmed during the March session, 8 appointments confirmed during the April session, 7 appointments confirmed during the May session, 7 appointments confirmed during the July session, 13 appointments confirmed during the September session, 3 appointments confirmed during the October session, 12 appointments confirmed during the December session, and 10 appointments confirmed during the January 2022 session, with a total of 85 appointments confirmed. Of the remaining 16 appointments, there are some pending confirmations, 4 withdrawals, and 2 have extended beyond their authorized 90-day term limit. There are currently 23 zone change requests at this time, and 9 rules and regulations requests. Bills have been introduced and 4 have become public law. Sidious Maasi. The next item of business is the ratification of referrals. The referrals of bills and appointments are indicated each of the corresponding logs, which can be found in the Google Drive folder for the meeting titled 03 Legislative Item Logs, which are bills number 238-36 COR through 249-36 COR. You can reference this as the bill log. Does the chair hear a motion to ratify the referrals for bill numbers 238-36 COR through 249-36 COR?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Senator Mary Camacho Torres, seconded by Senator Joe San Augustine to ratify the referrals of bill numbers 238-36 through 249-36. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Does the chair hear a motion to ratify the referrals of appointments?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. Moved by Senator Joe San Augustine and seconded by Senator Mary Camacho Torres to ratify the referrals of appointments. Hearing no objections,
Madam Chair.
Senator Perez.
Yeah, I have no objection to the referrals, but perhaps, review. There is a public hearing date for appointee Stephen Carbolito. It's not included in the referral list.
Okay, we will update the list. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hearing no objections, motion passes. Thank you very much. Does the chair hear a motion to ratify the referrals of resolutions?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
Moved by Senator Mary Camacho Torres and seconded by Senator Joe San Augustine to ratify the referrals of resolutions. Are there any objections? Hearing none, motion passes. We will now move to the consideration of items for placement on the session agenda. Members, the committee reports for the following items have been duly filed and met the Committee on Rules committee report deadline on January 5th. Excuse me, the February deadline.
Madam Chair.
Yes, the listing can also be found in the drive. And I will now entertain motions for placement on the agenda. Senator San Augustine, you are recognized.
Yes, Madam Chair, I have several bills I have listed here. I'd like to have ensure that it's placed. It's on the agenda, and we'll start with Bill 170-36 as amended by the Committee on General Government Operation, Appropriation, and Housing, introduced by Senator Frank Blas, co-sponsored by myself and Senator Tony Ada. An act to appropriate the sum of $250,000 from the 2021 Earned Income Tax Credit reimbursement and or the 2021 General Fund unappropriated revenues to the Guam Unique Merchandise and Art, GUMA, for the purpose of providing financial assistance to incubated business graduates of the GUMA program.
On the motion to place bill number 170-36 on the session agenda. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Senator San Augustine, you are still recognized.
Yes, and it's Bill 172-36 LS as amended by the Committee on General. Frank's waving.
Senator, we'll hold off on that one. Hold off on that one.
You want to hold off on 170?
On 172.
Well, 172.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and move it.
Okay, on 172, introduced by myself, co-sponsored by Senator Clint Rigel, Vice Speaker Tina Rose Barn, Senator Frank Blas, Senator Amanda Shelton, Senator Jose Pito Terlay, an act to appropriate $3,500,000 from 2021 Earned Income Tax Credit reimbursement and or the 2021 General Fund unappropriated revenues to the Guam Historic Preservation Trust for the purpose of the revitalization and renovation of the historic Francisco Q. Sanchez Elementary School under the jurisdiction of Humatag Mayor Office.
Okay. On the motion to add to place bill number 172-36? Hearing no objections, motion passes. Senator San Augustine, you are recognized.
Yes, and then we have bill number 202-36 as amended by the Committee on General Government Operation, Appropriation, Housing, introduced by Senator Mary Camacho Torres, co-sponsored by Senator Tina Rose Munoz Barnes, Senator Jose Pito Chalai, myself, Senator Joe San Augustine, Senator Chris Duenas, Senator Tony Ada, Senator Frank Boss, and act to amend Section 26203.2 of Article 2, Chapter 26, Title 11, Code annotated relative to increasing the gross threshold for limited exemption on the business privilege taxes for certain small businesses. Also, I want to note for the record that the bill has been amended, has an amendment, the effective date of the measure to be October 1st of this year at the sponsor's request, and this will ensure that any potential revenue impact can be wrapped into the FY 2023 budget. Also, Director Daphne Shimzo also indicated she was submitting testimony, which will be filed as a supplemental report.
Thank you very much, Senator San Augustine. On the motion to place bill number 202-36 as amended on the session agenda. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Senator San Augustine.
Yes, we have Bill 223-36 COR as introduced by Senator Chris Duenas, Senator Tony Ada, and Senator Frank Boss, as amended by the Committee on General Government Operation, Appropriation, Housing, and act to add a new section 849.15 to Title 1 of Chapter 8 Guam Code annotated relative to designating Route 3 as Brigadier General Ben Blas Memorial Highway.
On the motion to place bill number 223-36 on the session agenda. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Senator San Augustine, you are recognized.
I have a few bills here as potential. I'd like to just be able to have it identified as potential.
Okay,
but not
can I
move
ask
to-
that you hold off on those until the end, and let everyone place their bills first, and then we'll come back to potential items to be listed.
All right.
Yes,
Also,
thank
I
you.
have listed for people, folks for appointment, but I'll wait until we reach that point. Thank you, Madam
Yes,
Chair.
thank you very much, Senator San Augustine. Would anyone else like to place an item on the session agenda? Senator Blas, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I move to place bill number 151-36 COR introduced by Senator James C. Moylan and Senators V. Anthony Ada, Christopher M. Duenas, and myself, Frank F. Blas Jr. It's an act to amend Article 5 of Chapter 66, Title 21, Guam Code annotated relative to modernizing the process and penalties in association with unsafe and derelict buildings and structures. This was actually on the agenda for the December session, but we had moved it so that we, for purpose otherwise, and would like to have it placed on this month's session agenda.
Thank you very much. On the motion to place bill number 151-36 on the agenda. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Senator Blas, you are still recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That's it for now.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to place items on the agenda? Senator Rajal, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to place bill number 194-36 COR onto the session agenda.
Please read the title and the sponsors.
Yes, one moment. Bill number 194-36 COR as amended by the Committee on Economic Development, Agriculture, Power and Energy Utilities and the Arts. Introduced by myself. An act to amend Section 14101 of Chapter 14, Division 4, Title 8 Guam Administrative Rules and Regulations, and to repeal and reenact Section 14102 of Chapter 14, Division 4, Title 8 Guam Administrative Rules and Regulations relative to the Guam Invasive Species Inspection Fee and Assessment.
Thank you very much. There's been a motion to place bill number 194-36 as amended by the Committee on Economic Development, Agriculture, Power and Energy Utilities and the Arts. Is there a second? There's been a second by Senator Joe San Augustine. Any objection? Hearing none, motion passes. Bill number 194-36 is added to the agenda. Senator Rajal, you are still recognized.
Thank you. I have nothing further to add at this time, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. Anyone wishing to place a bill on the session agenda? Senator Perez.
Actually, I do have a potential bill, so I don't know if we're entertaining that right now.
We'll do those at the very end. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll now entertain resolutions to be placed on the session agenda.
Madam
Resolution.
Chair.
Yes, Senator Torres.
Yes, I'd like to move to place resolution number 151-36 LS, introduced by Talina Cruz Nelson, relative to expressing the utmost support of Iminay-Trentay-Sais na Legislature in Guahan for HR 1652, the VOCA fixed to sustain the Crime Victims Fund Act of 2021, which was introduced by the Honorable Representative Jared Nadler, and through its passage used Public Law 117-27, which secures funding to the Crime Victims Fund to waive matching requirements and for other purposes of the Victims of Crime Act, or VOCA.
There has been a motion to add resolution number 151-36 onto the session agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a second by Senator Joseph Augustine. Hearing no objections. Motion passes. Resolution 151-36 is added to the agenda. Thank you. Resolutions for placement. Okay, we'll now move on to appointments to be added. Senator San Augustine, you are recognized. Please unmute Senator San Augustine.
Oops, sorry, thank you. On behalf of Vice Speaker Tino Muñoz Barnes, from the Committee on Public Accountability, Human Resources, Guam Buildup, Hagan Revitalization, Regional Affairs, Public Libraries, Telecommunications, and Technology, the board appointment of Nan William Lai to serve as member of the business representative on the board of directors in Guam Public Library System.
There's been a motion to add the nomination of Nan William Lee to serve as member of the Guam Public Library Systems onto the session agenda. Is there a second? There's been a second by Senator Perez. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Senator San Augustine?
Board appointment of Robert C. Titanu to serve as member of the Civil Service Commission.
There's been a motion to place the nomination of Robert C. Titano to serve as member of the Civil Service Commission. Is there a second? There's been a second by Senator Mary Camacho Torres. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Any other appointments?
I have only one potential, and I'll wait until all appointments have been already identified. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator San Augustine. Yes, now I'll take all potential bills for the session agenda. Speaker Terlahi.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Actually, it's a resolution, so shall I just make that motion? It's resolution number 260-36 COR, introduced by Therese Terlahi, Tina Rose Muñoz Barnes, Amanda Shelton, Christopher Duenas, Joseph Augustine, Telo Taitigui, Anthony Ada, Frank Blas Jr., Joanne Brown, James Moylan, Sabina Flores Perez, Clinton Rigel, Jose Pedro Terlahi, and Mary Camacho Torres, relative to expressing the support of Iminay-Trentay-Sais na Legislature in Guahan for the passage of HR 6504, the Native Pacific Islanders of America Equity Act, because it seeks to allow eligible Native Chamorro and Native Northern Mariana organizations to qualify for federal contracting opportunities through their participation in certain small business programs that are administered by the Small Business Administration. So the public hearing on this is set for tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's time sensitive because they are having a hearing in the House of Committee on Natural Resources. And that committee is actually going to be the day before session, which is February 17th. But we would like to get, if this resolution passes on our floor, get this to that committee as soon as possible, immediately following their hearing. So that's resolution 260-36 for one
Yes,
potential
thank you
item.
very much. Okay, it is noted. Anything else? Speaker?
I also have two potential appointments. These have been submitted to Committee on Rules on February 8th, waiting to be uploaded. So this is the nomination of, they're both for the Board of Social Work. Nomination of Maureen A. St. Nicholas to serve as a member, NASW Guam Chapter Representative. That's one. The second one is the nomination of Diana B. Calvo for the Guam Board of Social Work as well.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. For potential items to be placed on the agenda. Senator Perez, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As a potential item, I would like to let the committee know that I would like to place Bill number 236-36 COR as amended by the Committee on Environment, Revenue and Taxation, Labor Procurement, Statistics, Research and Planning. It's introduced by myself, Senator Sabina Flores Perez, Speaker, co-sponsored by Speaker Therese Terlahi, Senators Joanne Brown, Talina Cruz, Nelson, James C. Moylan, Joe Eston Augustine, Clinton E. Regel, and Senator Tello T. Taitigui. It's an act to amend Section 5213 of Subarticle B, Chapter 5, Title 5, Guam Code Annotated, relative to strengthening the requirements of small purchases. It was submitted, and so we're waiting for it to be uploaded.
Okay, thank you. Noted. Anything else?
Yeah, that concludes my motion.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else with potential items to place? Senator San Augustine, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have Bill 212-36 CR introduced by myself, an act to approve terms and conditions of Guam Power Authority's revenue bonds to refund outstanding Guam Power Authority revenue bonds. Has been sent to core by the Committee on Economic Development, Agriculture, Power, and Energy Utilities, pending the court's clearance. And once it clears, hopefully it clears before session, and that is a potential bill. That's one potential bill.
Okay, thank you. Noted.
And the other bill is Bill 227-36 CR is introduced by yourself, Senator Amanda Shelton, co-sponsored by Senator Talina Cruz Nelson, myself, Senator San Augustine, Senator Jose Pito Terlai, Senator Jim Moylan, Senator Tony Ada, and Vice Speaker Tina Rose Mooney Barnes. As amended by the Committee on General Government Operations, Appropriations, Housing, an act to add a new Article 2 to Chapter 67, Title 10, Guam Code, annotated relative to establishing the Veterans Bill of Rights Act in helping veterans access housing, employment, higher education, and healthcare throughout the various local and federal programs, to appropriate $500,000 from the 2021 Earned Income Tax Credit reimbursement and or the 2021 General Fund unappropriated revenues to the Guam Veterans Affairs Office to implement the same, as to cite this act as the Securing and Ensuring the Rights Veterans Earn Serve Act.
Okay, thank you very much, Senator San Augustine. Noted.
And I have one potential appointment, Emilia Flores Rice, member of the Board of Commissioners, Guam Housing and Urban Renewal Authority, for 5 years, December 18, 2021 to December 17, 2026, to fill the seat of George Pereira, whose terms expires. We're having a hearing on that appointment Tuesday, and we should wrap that up by session.
Noted. Thank you very much, Senator San Augustine. Anyone else for potential items to be placed? Speaker?
Yeah, thanks. If I could also make a motion to put bill number 209-36. This has been cleared by the committee for some time now. It's an act to adopt the proposed amendments to Article 5 of Chapter 4, Title 26, Guam Administrative Rules and Regs, as transmitted to Legislature in Guahan, pursuant to the administrative adjudication law attached hereto as Exhibit A. These are the public health sanitary permit rules. We are just trying to get confirmation from public health as to one item, and that's why it's potential and not confirmed.
Okay,
Otherwise,
thank-
it's eligible, yes. So
Okay,
thank-
so you want to make a motion to place on the agenda or just list in the potential items?
If I could just make that motion to place it on the agenda, since it
Okay.
is already ready, yeah.
There has been a motion to place bill number 209-36 on the session agenda. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Frank Blas. Hearing no objections, motion passes. We're still on listing for potential items. Okay, I'll just make a quick note that I plan to place also bill number 219-36 LS as amended by the Committee on Public Accountability, Human Resources, Guam Buildup, Hagåtña Revitalization, Regional Affairs, Public Libraries, Telecommunications, and Technology. Introduced by myself, Tina Rose Muñoz Barnes, Selena Cruz Nelson, Mary Camacho Torres, Tello T. Titagui, Frank Blas Jr., Joanne Brown, and V. Anthony Atta, an act to amend section 41210A and B, and to add a new section 41210G, all of Article 2, Chapter 41, Title 17, Guam Code Annotated, relative to the certification of a severe disability as an impediment to employment for individuals with disabilities. So I plan to add that on the session agenda, as well as the appointment of Bernadette Valencia for the University of Guam Board of Regents, Jesse Garcia for the Board of Directors of the Guam International Airport Authority, and Alex Dueñas to serve on the Guam Charter School Board. Any other names for listing as potential items? Okay,
Madam
None?
Chair, I only have a simple request that all bills that have potential to be on the committee of the whole be listed on the agenda as the last bills to be heard towards the
Thank
end
you.
of our session.
okay, there has been a motion that all bills requiring the committee of the whole be placed at the bottom of the agenda together. Is there a second? It's been seconded by Senator Mary Camacho Torres. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Thank you very much. A draft session agenda has been provided to each of you, which can be found in the Google Drive folder for the meeting titled 04 Draft Session Agenda. There has been a motion to place bills and resolutions in the second reading, file, and appointments under legislative concurrence. Is there a motion? Yes, Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to move to approve the session agenda, but with the addition of under motions, if we could add an item that says motion to place on the session agenda from the potential items listing and to attach to our agenda the potential items listing that we've created today.
Okay, thank you very much. There has been a motion to adopt the agenda with the addition of an item to include the potential item listing and to include an attachment of that listing to our agenda. Is there a
Second that
second?
motion.
Okay, thank you, Senator San Augustine. There's been a second. Hearing no objections, motion passes. Thank you very much.
Is this where we move to a motion to adjourn, Madam Chair?
Yes, I'm just making sure that we covered everything. Okay, well, yes, there is a time now for extension of remarks. Okay, hearing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn, Senator San Augustine.
Motion to adjourn, Madam Chair.
Oh, okay, hold on,
We
please.
have the speaker. Have the
Speaker,
speaker.
you are
first.
recognized.
I'm sorry, I just thought of this right now. If I could please make a motion to add on as a potential item, confirmation or election of, election of an attaché, if we are ready. I just want to add it in case we are ready, please. Yeah.
Okay, there has been a motion to add on to the potential
Second,
list. Okay, seconded by Senator San Augustine. for us to act on an attaché in session.
May I just ask?
Yes.
Is this a motion? Because I understand that attachés will be, in this case, the one attaché that is an open position that has only been being filled temporarily. That involves the selection by the Rules Committee. Is that correct? Initially, the application for the position and the vetting of applications is something that is handled by the Rules Committee?
The rules say that the attachés are elected by the body. And so that's how, just as they were on the first day of session, elected by the body. So it ultimately will be a vote of the body. And in the interim, when we had a vacancy, the rules provide that the speaker shall appoint or may appoint someone in the interim. And so I'm just putting this on a potential item if it's ready. The other thing is, I guess we should be specific as we're talking about legislative council attaché, just so that we meet this open government requirements.
Okay, thank you very much. For a potential item, yes.
Madam Chair,
Senator.
but that is my question, because I believe that at our last session, or before our last session, we were informed that there was a temporary appointment to this position. And I'm asking now, are we now entertaining the permanency of that temporary appointment, or are we entertaining a person to fill the remainder of the term? I just want to be clear, what are we talking about? Are we trying to turn temporary into permanent, or are we entertaining the filling of a position that is normally done through other than through the appointment by the speaker? Are we permanentizing something temporary right now, in other words, or are we going through what we normally would do in the beginning of a term, where people are vetted and then that selection is presented to the body for a vote?
I believe
And I
the
hope I'm
latter.
being clear.
I believe the latter, but Speaker Terlahi, would you like to comment?
Sure. Yes, it's absolutely just putting on the agenda the potential item that the body may vote on, filling the vacancy of the current vacancy for legislative council. That's all. That's all the motion is. And it's totally up to the body to do that. There's no other rules guiding how that will be done, except for that it shall be elected by the body. For the permanent vacancy, yes.
Okay, Senator Rogel? No, okay, thank you very much. There has been a motion to add the action of voting for the attaché legal counsel on our session agenda. Is there a second?
Yes, there's a second.
May I just ask one question in regards to that? Will this body have any notification prior to that, who the candidates are, prior to it going for a vote?
Speaker?
My understanding is that it's completely up to the body, just as it is on day one of our sessions on inauguration, to make any motions in that regard. And that's, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. The motion has been seconded by Senator San Augustine. Hearing no objections. Okay, motion passes. Thank you very much. We are at the time. Go ahead, Senator San Augustine.
Motion to adjourn, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hearing no objections.
Objection, I second that.
Seconded by Senator Blas. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you in session. Please be safe. Take care. Oh, the time now is 3:38 p.m. and this Committee on Rules meeting is now adjourned. Sidious Ma'asi.